Yo, welcome back. I thought it'd be cool to kind of explain the types of characters that I'm interested in, right? So, particularly like an anime, because that's what I mostly watch. Anime, and maybe even some video games. I'm attracted to a particular type of character. And it's those motherfuckers that will just absolutely wreck your shit. Just absolutely destroy you, and like they know it, right? There's a plethora of other characters that you can love and enjoy or are adorable. Like one of my favorite characters in One Piece is fucking Chopper, but I mean he's not like gonna obviously annihilate you like Shanks, you know, which he's a particularly special case. I'll get back to him in a second, but the standard, you know, just to kind of give you guys a couple ideas on kind of exactly what I mean by these characters that will just wreck your shit and they know it, and they're just the most savage motherfuckers to ever walk the land. Think of Attack on Titan, think Levi. You can think Seven Deadly Sins, think Escanor. He's just fucking perfect. You can think Jujutsu Kaisen, recently been popping off. Think Gojo. Just the man's just insane. And he's just cocky as shit, and he's got the sauce, you know what I mean? He's just got it. Whatever it is, he's got it. And he's gonna fuck you up. There's nothing you can do about it. And then also, I guess for a video game, I think character like the boss, right, from Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid is one of my favorite franchises as far as video games are concerned. And the boss from Metal Gear Solid 3, like, holy shit, dude, she just drips fucking like... There's nothing you can fucking do about it. Like, you're not shit compared to me. This woman was literally the head of like a fucking super advanced, supernatural ability-based group of motherfuckers. Like, everybody under her. She had like 6 or something subordinates. I don't remember how many people were there. And they were called shit like the pain and the fear and the end, right? And her name was just the boss. And she didn't have any crazy particular special skills, except she just whooped ass. These other motherfuckers, they were like freaks of nature. And they had crazy, cool, ridiculous abilities. And she just had hands. And she was like in charge. Like just one of the most badass motherfuckers to ever like step. And this is like in the 1960s, you know what I mean? Like it was a woman and she was fucking running shit. Like it was just hats off. I have no hat, but hats off to her. Fucking love it. She even like gave birth in the middle of a battlefield. Like just some straight up gangster shit. Like just unbelievable, right? I don't know what it is, but I just find those characters so interesting. And when you get to see them pop off, and they just absolutely do exactly what they said they're gonna, you know what I mean? Like, it's something euphoric, especially when it's well done within the show. And every single one of those shows, Seven Deadly Sins, Jujutsu Kaisen, right, Attack on Titan, you see these characters, they fucking pop off and they make them look good. They look absolutely splintastic. It's the kind of shit that just makes me want to get up off the couch and just like, yes, let's go. Like, that's literally my reaction every time I see one of them pop off. It's freaking fantastic. Each one of these characters, they have a little something special for it. Like for Escanor, for example, hashtag Lion Center Pride, right? He is probably the most textbook case, because this man, literally, he just talks shit. Like, he's stronger than you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, he knows it, 100% fact. Like it's just fact, right? Like, the sun will rise tomorrow, right? Escanor is gonna whoop your ass. There's not shit you can do about it. And he talks so much shit. Like, he literally just will get into your head just talking shit, and it's just the most wonderful thing ever. There's a scene from like somewhere in season 2 of Seven Deadly Sins, I'm pretty sure it is, where like one of the crew's like best friends, right? They get killed by this guy, right? And the guy that killed him, he has like this special like ability given to him by like a demon lord. And it's literally like if you hate him, right? Like some crazy shit. Like if you hate him, you're literally just unable to like move in his presence. Like he's just right. That's a pretty broken ability, right? He's like, if you hate him, you can't move. And so all the other characters, of course, they see this dude. He's like, oh my god, you killed, you know, the guy, which I'm not gonna spoil because it's just spoilers. And then no one can move, right? They're all just like, oh, you know, like, fuck, I hate this dude, but they can't do anything about it. And then Escanor walks up, right? Escanor walks up and he's just like, dude's like, wait, how can you move right now? Don't you hate me? He's like, I killed, you know, such and such. And then Escanor, what does he do? He walks up to him and he's like, I can't hate you. You're weaker than me. I was like, bro, this man's about to get fucking rocked. This man's about to get rocked. And yeah, he gets rocked. It's fucking wonderful. And then, of course, Levi, again, if you're not watching Attack on Titan, what the fuck are you doing? Levi just doesn't miss. The man's a fucking problem in every sense of the word. He's like the shortest motherfucker on the squad. And he's the most badass motherfucker you ever meet in your life. The dude he just doesn't miss. Like, he just kills everything. Anyone, it doesn't matter. Like, you're just gonna die if you go up against Levi. Just don't. Just don't. Just don't do it. Just stop. Just please stop. I'll say Shanks from One Piece, right? He works too just because of like hype. I guess like the hype built around this character within the world itself also kind of puts him into this category. I love this man. Like, I love his personality. Like, we haven't seen him fight or necessarily do anything in a conflict in particular, but the man's personality is great. He is obviously on par with just the most ridiculous motherfuckers in the world just because of his status within the anime. Like, he is literally one of the 4 emperors of the sea. Like, he is the shit. We know he is. We haven't seen him do anything, but he's hyped the fuck up. Like, he's gonna do something amazing. And so he gets his own special place in there. You know, during the whole, you know, the Paramount War stuff, you know, that the whole arc, R.I.P. Ace the Goat, where there's literally another Emperor of the Sea and all of his army and all the King's horses and all the King's men and the entire Navy, right? The entire military are fighting and they're in a war. Right, and the battle's been going on for quite a while. Like, it's a giant, large-scale battle, right? And then Shanks shows up with one ship and just like, you know, 5 crewmates. He just shows up, and then everybody just stops. They're like, "What the fuck? Another one?" And Shanks just like, "All right, look, the war's over. We're done fighting." And then everybody stops. Everybody's like, "Okay, yeah, war's done." Shanks said the war's done, and the man has one hand. He has one arm. I don't know if I forgot to mention that. On top of it, right? And he walks in and he's just like, we're done fighting. The war's over. And then everybody's like, yeah, you're right. And you just... Like, how can you not love... Like, how could you not, like, just want to know more about this character and obsess with it? Like, what kind of fucking power do you have to where you can just be like, yeah, we're done fighting this giant-ass battle. Just, everybody stop. Disperse. Like, okay, yeah, military's like, sure, yeah, you're right, man, we should probably stop. All the other pirates are like, yeah, sure, yeah, no problem, man, sure, yeah. You go there, pal. Yeah, you know. But there's just like so much. There's so much amazingness. There's so much that like, I want to see all these characters do amazing things. And some of them do, and some of them talk shit, and some of them they just act like carefree and they just don't give a fuck and they're still gonna mess you up. It's like, look, like I remember Gojo just basically showing the dude, the little demon dude, like, hey, look, this is how my powers work. And he's like, try to touch me. And he's like, he gets up to him, walks up to him, and is like, try to touch him. And he's like, I can't even fucking touch you. He's like, yeah, no, you're about to get fucked up. And then he proceeds to just mop the fucking floor with the dude some more. He's literally in the middle of a fight with some powerful ass demon. He like teleports somewhere into the world and he grabs the main character, his trainee. He's like, hey, I got a good learning experience for you. And then teleports back to the fight. And he's like, yo, watch this. And he's like literally telling him about what you can expect and what you can do in the middle of fights. Like, it's just disgusting. The man just embarrasses people. And I just fucking love it. I love it. I don't know what it is about these characters, man. But if you don't like those characters in any show or anime, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. This shit is too hype. This shit is too fucking hype. And I love it. I think every show should have, well, maybe not every show, but you get the drift. If there's a character like that in that show, yeah, I'm probably gonna like it at least somewhat. It's a given. It's a given. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, guys. Do you have any favorite type of characters that you like to see in a show? Like if this type of character is in there, like you're like, okay, yeah, this I might have to watch this, or this is probably gonna be a good show just because you see like a particular type of character in there. But yeah, and also, is there any other recommendations? What other badass shows should I watch that have these crazy ass badass characters that just fucking drip with like you're not fucking doing shit to me? Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe so you guys get up to date. I got more videos coming out, 5 videos a week coming out in May, coming right at you. But yeah, you guys have yourself a wonderful day. I ain't got shit else to say.